Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 6.3.3 Armor Assault and Burden of Might. So if you're not aware about the nodes, Armor Assault is whenever your opponent has an armor up buff, his attacks and specials are unblockable. And Burden of Might is you lose 25% of your of your power whenever there is an expiring buff on you. So keeping that in mind, this path is primarily made for your cosmic champions, and there is a class boost that you can use by the name of Planetary Might. So what that boost does is whenever you attack the opponent and with your medium hits, you have a chance to armor break them. So once you armor break them, they don't have any armor assault will not be there and they won't be unblockable. Now keeping that in mind, there are some champions here that would be really amazing for this path. If you have those champions, this path is super easy. Unfortunately, I don't have them, so I'll be relying mostly on Corvus. But if you have an Annihilus, or if you have Vision Arcus, or if you have Captain Marvel movie version, these three champions are best for this path because they can armor break an opponent even when they are blocking. So with Annihilus, you can just go in and hit in the block and they will be armor broken, so no more unblockable, and then you can parry and go back into your usual. And with the boost, you will always have the opponent armor break, so it will be a regular fight. Same with Vision Arcus, you have to stay near 2.5 seconds of the defender and they get armor broken and also they get cold snap. And same with Captain Marvel movie version, if you hit in the block, she has a chance to armor break her opponent. Once you armor break, then it's a pretty simple path. If still not, then you can use Medusa. You might have to either intercept them, or you can go back into a corner of the wall on your side and wait for the defender to dash in, and then you can hit back and get those armor breaks up. Another way to deal with this is with Hyperion. You can wait for the opponent to come into you and you can just build up your L2 without touching the opponent and use an L2 and armor break. If not, there's Corvus always because he gets armor breaks on the parry. So the hard part with Corvus is getting the first armor break. So that I will go through this path. Some other viable champions are Captain America Infinity War, Cosmic Ghost Rider against villains because they start with an armor break on them. The Doctor Strange works really well here because of his counter spell, so he can easily nullify the armor buff, and then from there you can use his SP to use during his second phase to armor break. Then Ghost as well, because if you can't hit her, she will easily retaliate back, and of course there's always Quake. And the boss is going to be an Havok. He has improved power gain, extinction protocol, crumbling armor, and force of will, along with cornered. So the best champions to fight him are either that they have an armor up buff, a constant one, or they have power gain, or they have power steal or power burn, not power lock. Or maybe a champion who has both. So Gilly 2099 is amazing because she has armor up and power drain as well with her SP1. Same goes with Warlock as well. He has armor up and plus he has power drain as well. So these two champions are really well. Apart from that, you can go with Hulkbuster, you can go with Colossus, with Omega Red Synergy. You can also go with Guardian or Angela. So yeah, these are the champions that make it easy, but I would highly suggest to go with a champion who can quickly finish a fight or at least keep his power under control. Before we jump into the path, guys, make sure to like the video, comment down below, let me know how you did this path, what was your strategy, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. Now the first fight in this path is going to be a Vulture. You will notice that I'm going to use a lot of boost here. So I'm going to use a Cosmic 200% and 12% along with a 10% attack boost and 20% attack and health boost. And also a 15% health boost. So I'm just rainbow boosting here. So all I'm going to do is the first fight is going to be a bit slow because Corvus takes a bit of time to ramp up. So I am just going to get one charge from here and move on to the next fight. Uh, Again, guys, I would highly suggest if you have the three main champions for this path, bring them because they will make your life much easier. That is Annihilus, that is Vision Arcus, and Captain America movie version. I do not have those champions. I wish I had any one of them. So that's why I am going to use Corvus to make the fight a little quicker and cycle through my L2s and kill them before they know what hit them. So yeah, guys. Now next fight is against the She-Hulk. Now again, it's a very simple, straightforward She-Hulk fight. There is no thing in terms of any nodes with armor assault or burden of might, they don't kick in till the next fight. So this is a very simple straightforward shield fight. The specials are easily raidable, SP1 and SP2, so all you need to do is to kill her off. I'm just having a bit of fun trying to save my Corvus for the main part, and I'm going to use Proximum Ignite. You can also use in any other champion that you have. I had Hyperion, but I don't think I use Hyperion for all of this path. But yeah, there's quite a few options you can use. A simple straightforward regulation fight. Now the first fight in this path that has those nodes of armor, assault and burden of might is going to be a war machine, and he is probably the most annoying fight in the whole section. That is the first one, so we get through him, the rest of the path is easy. I just use my boost of planetary might that will give me a chance to armor break him on medium attacks, and you can either go with the Hyperion or you can go with Corvus. I went with Corvus, but this time around when I started in, there was no armor above, so he wasn't unblockable from the beginning, so I can just parry him. But if there is an armor buff when you start the fight, you can just swipe back, go to the left side corner of your screen towards your corner, and wait for War Machine to dash into you. As soon as you dash in, you swipe back and you start using medium, medium, medium. Sorry, you use light, 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 medium, medium. That will give you an in and armor break him. Once he's armor broken, you can just easily and simply parry him with the Corvus having armor break on parries. So that's how you can deal with him. Right here, I was supposed to use an SP2, but I overshoot with the power, so I have to build to an SP2 again and kill him off. With having these boosts really help you a lot in this path. Now, another thing, I am not running suicides, but they are suggested masteries for this path. If you're going to run suicides, this path will be much more faster with all the damage, and you will get SP2s quicker. Like on this SP2, I got only 1 bar of power, but if the suicides were there, I would have gotten 2 bars of power. That's something in mind. If you're running suicides, if you have them, you can turn them on for this part to save units. Next fight is going to be against the Sentinel. Now, right here in this fight, he's starting with the armor above, so I am trying to intercept him. As soon as I intercept him, the planetary might boost kicked in. I got him armor broken. Now it's all about simply armor breaking him on parry and hitting him and build to an SP2 and just cycle it twice and kill him off. One thing you will notice, I am trying not to dex much because I want to keep my power, so I can use my SP2, because if I dex too much then Pearl of Might will kick in and it will power drain me. So one quick thing, do not dex much, do not give yourself extra buffs, so you can keep your power, you can cycle the SP2s. This next fight is going to be a Labyrinth of Legend Ultron. Now this fight can be really annoying and frustrating as well because of his miss. So you need to be very careful. I would suggest to only hit him during a parry, and once you have him armor broken, then you can just parry and hit him to him. Now again, as I said in the start of the video, the best champions for this part are the 3 viable champions without boosts that are mentioned. That is going to be Annihilus, Captain Marvel movie version, and also Vision Arcus. These champions can work without the boost, and with the boost they are actually accentuated. So if you have those champions, bring them. It makes the path super easy and very easily bearable. If not, then like me, might have to rely on Corvus. Again, here you will get another charge, so that will buff up Corvus a little more and make the next upcoming fights much more easier. Next up is going to be a Vision OG. Now he's also an Avenger and also a Metal Champion. So by this point, if you haven't used your Corvus, this is a good place to bring in your Corvus and get 2 charges. And you will also get the extra glaive charges if you killed a Avenger before. So yeah, again pretty simple. Just make sure to bait his SP1 out. His SP2 is also easily blockable, so not a worry. And once you have your SP2, you just launch it, and then it will give you another one because of the boost, and very quickly the champ will go down. So now all the hard fights of this path are done. Now it's just 2 easy fights. That's going to be Dr. Octopus, and then there's going to be an Ironman who will not have those Burden of Might and Armored Assault. So you can just easily get through this fight. Try to keep him to an SP1 Dr. Octopus because it's very easily evadable and you can easily go back and retaliate on it. SP2 gets a bit tricky, so yeah, stay away from that. And again, do not dex much, do not give yourselves buffs to get power drain, and just build up to an SP2 and then let it rip. Now at this point with Ironman, there is going to be no armored assault node, or there is going to be no any burden of might node. So this is a pretty simple, very regulation Ironman fight. He's also a tech champion and an Avenger. So if you're using Corvus and you took the Avenger charge from before, you will have extra glyph charges. So just build up to an SP2 and let it rip. You can bring in Hyperion as well. You can use any champion against this fight. His specials are easily available. So yeah guys, just a quick warm up to get you ready for the boss fight that is against a Havok. The boss fight is against a Havok who is very tanky and gives you a lot of plasma detonate damage if you don't deal with him properly. He has cornered nodes, so you cannot bring in champion that you can give him bleeds. Also he has Instinction Protocol and Force of Will, so you cannot reduce his ability accuracy. And top of it, there is also improved power gain, so the longer the fight goes, the more power he gains. Now the best champions to deal with him are the champions who either have a permanent armor up buff. So I'm talking about your Warlocks, your Gilly 2099, most recently Guardian and Colossus, who I'm going to use. Or you can also use champions that have built-in power steal or power drain. So I'm talking about your Vision, and I'm also talking about Gilly 2099, their SP1, and also Warlock with SP1. Those two are the champions where you have double protection against his plasma blast. If not, and if you're one of those amazing people who have leveled up your one of your Cyclops, you can use Cyclops as well, because the Cyclops is immune to any plasma detonate from Havok. So keeping that in mind, once you go into the fight, I'm going to use now Colossus, so all I'm doing is parry and heavy and building up to an SP2. I start waiting out a special as soon as he is on SP1, because with the improved power again, you don't even realize and the power creeps up on you very quickly. So make sure you start baiting with SP1. Most of the times he will trigger an SP1. If he doesn't, then by the time he reaches an SP2, he will trigger it out. So you don't need to worry about the plasma detonate, you just need to care about how to manage his power. And also if he has 10 charges of plasma, his special attacks will be unblockable, so just be careful about that. And yeah, it's a little patient fight, but with the right champions it can be done easily. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we are done. We have one more part in 6.3 that is going to be a mystic part, and then we'll be jumping on to 6.3.4 as well. And once, hopefully before 7.2 comes out, we can finish off 6.4 exploration videos as well. So we have a clean slate when we go on to 7.2. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to check out my playlist. I have detailed guides on all of X6 and also X7 has just started. Also check out the link in my description. There is infographics by MCOCNOOB. I make different infographics to help the community and have all of this information compiled together. So make sure to check them out as well. And apart from that, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, like the video. I'd really love to hear from you guys, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.